Yehovah Svaot Elohim, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Isaiah Yeshayahu, chapter 42. Here is my servant whom I support, my chosen one, in whom I take pleasure. I have put my spirit on him. He will bring justice to the nations. He will not cry or shout. No one will hear his voice in the streets. He will not snap off a broken reed or snuff out a smoldering wick. He will bring forth justice according to truth. He will not weaken or be crushed until he has established justice on the earth, and the crosslands wait for his Torah. Thus says Yehovah Elohim, who created the heavens and spread them out, who stretched out the earth and all that grows from it, who gives breath to the people on it, and spirit to those who walk on it. I, Yehovah, called you righteously. I took hold of you by the hand. I shaped you and made you a covenant for the people, to be a light to the nations, so that you can open blind eyes, free the prisoners from confinement, those living in darkness from the dungeon. I am Yehovah, that is my name. I yield my glory to no one else, nor my praise to any idol. See how the former predictions come true, and now new things do I declare. Before they sprout, I tell you about them. Sing to Yehovah a new song. Let his praise be sung from the ends of the earth, by those sailing the sea and by everything in it, by the coastlands and those living there. Let the desert and its cities raise their voices, the villages where Kedar lives. Let those living in Selah shout for joy. Let them cry out from the mountaintops. Let them give glory to Yehovah and proclaim his praise in the coastlands. Yehovah will go out like a soldier roused to the fury of battle. He will shout, yes, he raises the battle cry as he triumphs over his foes. For a long time I have held my peace. I have been silent, restrained myself. Now I will shriek like a woman in labor, panting and grasping for air. I will devastate mountains and hills, wither all their vegetation, turn the rivers into islands and dry up the lakes. The blind I will lead on a road they don't know. On roads they don't know, I will lead them. I will turn darkness to light before them and straighten their twisted paths. These are things I will do without fail. Those who trust in idols, who say to statues, you are our gods, will be repulsed in utter shame. Listen, you deaf. Look, you blind, so that you will see. Who is as blind as my servant, or as deaf as the messenger I send? Who is as blind as the one I rewarded, as blind as the servant of Yehovah? You see much, but don't pay attention. You open your ears, but you don't listen. Yehovah was pleased for his righteousness' sake to make the Torah great and glorious. But this is a people pillaged and plundered, all trapped in holes and sequestered in prisons. They are there to be plundered, with no one to rescue them. There to be pillaged, and no one says, return them. Which of you will listen to this? Who will hear and give heed in the times to come? Who gave Yaakov to be pillaged, Israel to the plunderers? Didn't Yehovah, against whom we have sinned, in whose ways they refused to walk, he whose Torah they did not obey. This is why he poured on him his blazing anger, as well as the fury of battle. It wrapped him in flames, yet he learned nothing. It burned him, yet he did not take it to heart. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this 42nd chapter of Isaiah Yeshayahu? We can trust Yehovah to send his servant, whom he chose and takes pleasure in, and has put his Ruach in. Trust that this servant will bring justice, according to the truth, Achad, Torah. Trust that Elohim Yehovah created the heavens and the earth. Trust that Yehovah righteously, by his hand, shaped his people and made a covenant with them to be a light to the nations, so that blind eyes will be opened. Trust that Yehovah is his name. Aim to sing a new song from the ends of the earth. Shout for joy. Cry out from the mountaintops. Give glory to Yehovah. Proclaim his praise. Trust that Yehovah heals the blind, turns dark to light, makes straight the twisted paths. Pay attention, open your ears and listen. Make Torah instructions great, glorious. Obey the written instructions of Yehovah, his Torah. Take Torah to heart. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can point others to obey the written instructions of Yehovah. Bear one another's burdens. Proclaim the truth of the Torah of Yehovah. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete